It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good looking. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Webster. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Operating from the gun, Webster. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And out come the Dolphins now. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Lewis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Webster. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back to throw. Webster. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Second and 9 now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right around the midfield stripe. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Webster. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Webster. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Webster.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they go. Rose. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw on third down, Webster. And he fires one, but incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Rose. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Rose. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Rose. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, it's Rose. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Do your thing. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Hey, what we got? Come on, let's go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Webster. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Going across the formation, and Chubb brings it in. Finding space at the 40.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Now a give right side. It's Rose. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Rose. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Webster got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Webster. And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On 4th down, Webster over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Webster. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And with it, they have taken the lead. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the ball on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from Atlanta.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA.
Today, we've got a good... Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Atlanta.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there, 62 yards.
And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's done, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, done, and some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, A lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
He's into the secondary.
Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Done. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49ers' 47-yard
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Able to avoid him at the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the...
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
Complete to number 45. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown Falcons. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second and 8 coming up.
Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's done. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2nd and 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 4.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Done. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Point after here coming up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
21 apiece.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. All right, go get him now. We got to be big time now. That's right. Give us those. They can't reach me. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, baby. Play it to the whistle. Let's go, baby.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From the 10. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Done.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. 2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And it's taken in at the 9. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's done.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. Done.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
So a win here for the Falcons. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
Alright, can you guys hear me? That's rude, Matt. That is rude. Yeah, the switch to all Madden, we tested it with the Pro Bowl, I think was our first look at it. Now I gotta turn these commentators off. Blew an eardrum. Yeah, we tested the all Madden switch with the Pro Bowl, and then did some more testing through the off season. We like it so far. So. Yes, sir. All Madden. And Hume, I didn't see your request for Bumblebees until it was too late. I was just trying to find a dark jersey. Holy smokes, that crowd's still loud. Sorry guys, just getting this volume so I'm not gonna be too muffled. Let's turn that down a little bit. That'll be fine. Alright, that should be better. Alright, the kickoff. The Steelers are receiving. I don't know who's returning. I also just realized I didn't double check the Cowboys depth charts. I should probably check that after this play just so we don't go too deep into the game in case the wrong running back is in. No, if I can't check it. Actually, we'll have to wait until the Cowboys get on offense. But Squibbs under center, takes the snap, runs into the fullback, hands it off. That's Scurvy Dog. Gets thrown around. Third down coming up, 3rd and 6 for the Steelers offense in the color rush. Once the Cowboys get the ball, if the depth chart's wrong, I'll have to correct it and probably restart. Scurvy Dog gets another carry, no gain. Brings up 4th down, we'll see a punt. Nah, Scurvy, you'll get your number, I think. There's no conflict, it's just Madden's a pain for doing numbers, so we haven't got to them all yet. There's a booming punt. Oh, we muffed it! The Steelers get the ball! hit the blocker in the head. The Steelers get the ball back at the 45-yard line. We saw that happen in testing a couple of times. Squibbs fires it in. That's a completion to Carter. Axel Carter with the catch. Didn't have a single catch in preseason or week 1 last season. Quiet season for Carter. Squibbs takes the snap, drops back, fires it over the middle. He's got Carter again inside the 15. All this could be for naught if the Cowboys' offense is wrong. First and 10 from the 12. Snap back to Squibbs. Shoulder fake, fires to the outside. He misses, going for Schvetz. He did up his sense pressure thing, so you know, could be better. Squibbs coming out, he's got 4 wide in the shotgun. Spread formation. Avoids some pressure, gets it off to Scurvy Dog, I think. Yeah, gets it off to Dog. Third down and 7. Sends Carter in motion. It's a handoff to him. Haxel Carter with the rushing touchdown. Dives in for it. I don't think any receiver had a rushing touchdown all of last season. This time Carter gets it on the end around. Now again, like I said earlier, if the Cowboys offense comes out with the wrong personnel, we will have to restart. Good start for the Steelers though.
Who's gonna make a play, baby? Let's go. Let's go right here. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Gotta love these extended huddles.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. You're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Get a little aggressive, baby. I feel you, dog. I feel you.
All right, and the kickoff. Steelers scoring on the sort of the opening drive. Don't know if that counts as one drive or two. If Matt Green gets it up to the 20, to the 31, they're going to call forward progress. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, I guess so. The Cowboys coming out. There's an old expression, Scurvy. You got to be good to be lucky. You got to be lucky to be good. Fakes the handoff. I can't see what running back that is, so I don't know if it's the right one. There's a deep shot. Broken up. Went for Roscoe for the deep bomb. Getting lucky is always fun. That's a good point. Steelers defense gets away with one there. There's the handoff. Is that Guns? It is Guns, so we're good to keep going. We do not need to restart the game here as Tommy Guns picks up 1 yard on the second down run, brings up 3rd and 9 from their own 32-yard line. Comes out in the I formation. He's going to drop back. fires it over. He's got Roscoe complete. 14-yard gain. Latrell Roscoe points the wrong direction, but it's a first down nonetheless. Yeah, if Tommy Guns is in there, then all the new guys will be in there for the Cowboys. There's a handoff, speaking of Guns, up the middle for a gain of 3. Meeting at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Lots of Falcons hype in the general chat. Parker rolls out to his left. He's got the completion. Is that Bob Harlow, the tight end? First down after the 9-yard pickup. I do have a lot of meetings. Oh, Guns finds the hole. Going up against his former team, gets brought down after a big pickup. I do have a lot of meetings. This one isn't really a meeting, I guess. Parker, play action, fires it over the middle, wide open, Matt Green. And the Cowboys are knocking on the door at the 2-yard line. It is always fun when you find the hole, especially after struggling to start out. Yeah, we'll put out a roster file at some point once we get all these numbers and progressions and stuff together, maybe. Although that doesn't really help people that don't have this console, so. Second and goal from the 3 after a loss of 1 on first down. Come out in the eye. One receiver to either side. It's a fullback dive. He's not going to get there. It's going to be a gain of 1. Third and goal. Last chance before they trot out the kicker. Play action. Oh, he's got the fullback wide open. He's going to dive in for the score. The Cowboys punch it in. Parker gets it off just in time. I think that was Thad Castle in his face. Pulls up. Oh no, Castle was in the end zone. Must have been, I don't know, somebody else. Powell maybe. Or none of the above. Who knows? Parker was a deserving MVP candidate last season. All right, we get to listen to some more huddles as we wait patiently for the resumption of play. Any questions or thoughts about the league? I don't have talking points to cover up these gaps this time.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
I'll take that as a cheering for the Steelers. Fam, I'll let you know how this one ends, and I'll let you know if I run that other thing later and how that goes. Haxel Carter on the return. Up to the 41. You're a legend in both leagues, goals and PXF there, Mr. Peter Parker / Josh Young. Although we gave that Miners goalie a start in the preseason game today for Turku. Just to throw him a bone. There's a completion. Schvetz over the middle. Young will be back in net for preseason finale tomorrow or Friday, whenever that is. Yeah, he did all right. The Miners goalies, a lot of teams decided to start them for a game or 2 or 3 in the preseason. We just did one game, but all of them seem to be doing better than expected against pro forwards in opposition. Stevens, for the Tokyo goalie, started a game for Vegas and beat and shut out Copenhagen. Gotta love that. Squibbs takes the snap. Over the middle, he's got Carter. He's feeding Haxel Carter tonight. Carter's got 3 catches for 46 yards, tack on a rushing touchdown. Turku takes notes. What am I taking note of? Oh, Copenhagen, yeah. Yeah, I get it. It took me a second. I forgot what I said earlier. Squibbs scrambling. Gonna throw it in the ground. The next Miners preseason game will be tomorrow night, Mr. Ali. Tomorrow night we'll play 4 Miners preseason games and 2 pro preseason games. And then on Friday we'll wrap up the pro preseason with 6 games. Squibbs chucks it. Oh, it's got Schvetz. Nope, not Schvetz. That's Banana Hammock. Milton Banana Hammock, the rookie wide receiver, stretches out to haul that one in. Boom. Rips with Rab on ringside. Can ask him all about this one. Hey Squibbs, your only Sim League playoff appearance was while you were teammates with him. Is that a sign of things to come for us? I'm assuming that's your only Sim League playoff still.
Let's ride up. Let's go smart, baby. Make plays, y'all. Make plays.
What was in his baseball league too? That's kind of different than a sim league though. A little bit. Same idea I guess, but a little bit different. Matt Green with the return up to the 33. Fun fact, this is the first game tonight where the first 2 touchdowns were scored by different teams. The first game, Philly went up 21-0. There's a completion. It's going to be close to a first down. It's probably going to be... No, they're going to call it first down. I thought it might have been inches, but they call a first down for Latrell Roscoe. First game tonight, Philly went up 21-0 before Miami stormed back to tie it at 21-21. But the Eagles hit a field goal as time expired in regulation to win 24-21. And on the second game, the Niners went down 14-0. Scored a touchdown, then went down 21-14 before storming back to tie it as well. And the Falcons won on a fumble recovery for a touchdown in overtime by corner Kai Washington. Parker back to throw. Looks to his right. He's got one of his rookie receivers there, I think. Yeah, May Rose with the reception. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Parker, deep drop back. He's going to air it out. Looking downfield. Oh, Matt Green can't hold it in. That was Hume and I don't know the new players' numbers yet, but 21 was back there as well. Oh, excuse me, guys. I know 21's not our new safety. It's probably one of our new corners or a bot, maybe. Fair catch made at the 25. Yeah, Matt, you should have caught that, man. Come on. Put your body on the line. Also, it's only Hume that you were going up against. Squibbs in the shotgun, takes the snap. Schvetz with the catch. Brush it off a tackle. She's got to get stronger or something. She keeps getting hauled down from behind like that. Like suplexed. Don't see it happen to too many other players. Must be some sort of strength or something in there. If, like, tacklers wrap her up and slam her down, so. Squibbs takes the snap and shotgun again. Chucks it blindly. Probably could have been picked. But it wasn't. I was trying not to make it sound like that, Hume. Squibbs again in the shotgun under some pressure. Finds Scurvy Dog out of the backfield. He's going to try to put on the Jets. Gets brought down. Going to be 3rd and 4. Alright, Squibbs in shotgun spread formation. He's going to chuck it over down the left. He's got Haxel Carter who's going to walk in for a touchdown, his 2nd of the game. First receiving touchdown and the slow clap in Dallas. Gotta love it. Only thing that would have made that slow clap better is if he did it on the star at midfield. Am I right, Matt? And the extra point is good. Why am I hating on your boy Julian? Did I say something against Julian? He said kiss him. What? What'd I miss? Hang on, I gotta scroll up here.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. It's game time.
Where?
Come on, baby, let's go. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. It's about that time. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. You know what we need, baby. Bring it. Bring it.
I kissed Julian like he asked. Where did he ask? I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, you're full of shit, man. You're full of shit, man. I didn't see anything.
Let's do this, man.
Oh, he's asking. I don't know, man. You're confusing the shit out of me. Yes, Squibbs, you missed the tutty. Passing touchdown to Haxel Carter. Fuck, man. I don't know if the issue's the corners this time. The defensive attributes aren't that bad. There was a missed tackle on the Haxel Carter one, but it wasn't like he outran anybody. And the banana hammock touchdown was kind of... The corner was right with him. He just stretched out and managed to bring it in. Oh man, sorry guys. Coughing up a storm here. Swallowed some chocolate weird. The end around to Roscoe getting 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down and 6. You've got a couple touchdowns there, Mr. George James. Or sorry, not touchdowns, tackles. You got a couple tackles. Oh man. Excuse me. There's the punt. It's going to bounce. Carter picks it up and brings it up to the 43-yard line. All teams operating with the same playbook in this game, Matt. And all 6 teams tonight operating with the same offensive playbook. Here's a Wildcat, and Scurvy brings it up. Picks up a 1st down from the Wildcat direct snap. What playbook is it? It's one I just threw together with some basic concepts. There you go, Julian. Now you're asking. It's not sinuses or a cold. I just swallowed some chocolate wrong. I'm not sick or anything. It's just I was eating some chocolate eggs and one went down the wrong side. Yeah. Shot, there's a completion to Schvetz over the middle. Goes for the 1st down. Yeah, shot, it's just I call it vanilla playbook. Just took some basic concepts, slapped them together, just so that all the teams were operating with the same thing. No team was getting an extra look at their playbook from last season compared to the expansion teams that don't have one yet. Didn't want to use real NFL playbooks because they're more expansive and would give a much different look than what you could expect when we hit the gridiron on opening day next week. Squibbs up to the line under center. Heavy set here. A couple of tight ends in. End around to Schvetz. She should have kept going to the outside. Oh man. He had the room to turn that upfield for a 1st down. Gets brought down instead. Gonna be 3rd down and 3 from the 18. Squibbs in the shotgun, chucks it over the middle to Schvetz. There's a pass complete. Who is that? That looks familiar. West. Never mind. Oh, that's the tight end. Our new tight end, Marco West. And around to Schvetz. And the Steelers have 2 receivers with rushing touchdowns in this game. No non-running back had a rushing touchdown all of last season. 4 halfbacks and a fullback had rushing touchdowns last season. 2 different wide receivers have touchdowns on the ground in this one. Yeah, what you're seeing in this one, what you're seeing the Dallas defense do here, Benary, is pretty much what we've been seeing from all the teams today. It has been better than it was last season. Last season it was very very porous. Not such an issue this season, at least so far in these tests and now preseason games. We got who's pinging me? Oh, scrolled too far. Good.
Here we go.
Matt Green looking good on the return, but he fumbles it. It's picked up. It's going the other way. Does he have the speed? He does. He scores. Yeah. If you're listening, Dre, the numbers are not all correct at the moment. So we will. Madden's kind of a pain when you're inputting numbers, so we're gonna get the jersey numbers fixed before Wednesday when we kick off week 1. Put your number 5 for today.
Step up right now. Bring it. Let's go. I feel you, dog. I don't wait on nobody else to make it. You make the play. I got you, baby. Let us dictate, baby. That's right. Let's go, man. Showtime, baby. Game time.
Yeah, I trust you most of the time, Squibs. Most of the time.
Do what we do. Let's go. What's the deal, y'all?
Hey, it's been like half a game there, Hume. Just ease up on those monstrous assumptions. 47 seconds. Starting from their own 38-yard line, Cowboys. Peter Parker takes the snap in the shotgun. Over the middle, he's got Roscoe. Cowboys call an immediate timeout after a 5-yard pickup. Roscoe's third catch is on 29 yards. Chris Powell with his 4th tackle of the game. One of them forced that fumble on that last kickoff. Steelers have scored more points in this half than any other team did all day today. Parker over the middle. He's got it to Roscoe, I think, and another immediate timeout.
Let's go. Come on.
36 seconds left. We got 49 yards to go. Parker drops back. Over to the right side, out of bounds. Incomplete. Going for Roscoe again. 3 straight targets. Still a big receiver.
What's the deal, y'all?
Matt Green steps out of bounds after a 3-yard pickup. 3rd and 7, 28 seconds left. 46 yards to cover. here in the first half. Down by 28. Parker under some pressure, avoids the pressure for now, chucks it out of bounds as he gets crushed from behind. Probably a close one to roughing the passer, but no flag. And the Cowboys are going to punt with 21 seconds to play in the first half. Axel Carter. Whistles mean it was probably a fair catch. 16-yard line, 15 seconds to go. Probably just going to run the ball here and get to halftime. Oh, no, they're coming out in the spread. Couple of chunks, maybe they can get a field goal shot. Still got all 3 timeouts. That's not going to do it, though. He's brought down inbounds there, and they should just let this tick all the way down and go to the locker room. And there it is. End of the first half. Pittsburgh Steelers up 35 to Dallas Cowboys 7. The highest scoring team today scored 27 points in a whole game. Oh, Matt Green bounces off a tackle. It's brought down at the 34. There's Roscoe with the spin. And the end around, the little spin move. Whoop. Whoop. Was that Hume? Oh, Hume, if you're still watching, you gotta pick up your jock. At the 50, fake handoff, he's under pressure, gets brought down. Sack by Bam Bam Rubble. Chokes on you. Fair enough. Then you definitely need to pick one up. Peter Parker just laying on the ground. Tommy Guns goes nowhere. You made up for it, coach. Your 5th tackle of the game. Big free safety coming up to make the play. Cowboys come out in the I form. Parker gonna drop back. He's got all day to chuck it. He finds Matt Green for a first down. Huge 3rd down conversion. See if the Cowboys can turn this into something now and start climbing their way back into this one. '21's Bolton, I think. Parker finds Matt Green, who's just going to try to roll it all the way downfield if he can. He's like, you didn't touch me. I'm going to keep rolling. There's a few plays in this offensive play. I know this offensive playbook isn't great, but there's a few plays in it I wouldn't mind picking out. Guns on the screen. Parker drops back. Throw is incomplete.
What's the deal, y'all? Anytime that ball come to me, I'm trying to take it to the house.
There's a completion to Roscoe, but he fumbles apparently. I don't know. That seems late. Castle with the recovery, but they're going to look at it. Yeah, there's the booth review coming in. And it's overturned. Yeah, I thought so. It's going to be a completed catch, but a down by contact. I think we might have the most vets on defense too, which is probably helping our cause here. This is also a preseason game. Teams didn't game plan for this, so not going to get too excited over it. Lots of game left too. We've seen plenty of comebacks in this league. The Cowboys will try to chip away at it here. And they do. Yeah, and like, I mean, both our middle linebackers are returning. We got one outside linebacker returning. Our entire defensive line is going to be rookies, but we have a corner and a safety returning. I think that's got to be more defensive veterans than any other team, but we'll see. We'll see how it pays off.
It's showtime, baby. It's one play at a time, baby.
Carter gonna return it. Very, very low, Mr. Ali. It depends on the position. Madden overalls are really weird compared to other sports, but like wide receivers, I think start at like 15. Hume says 12. I know halfbacks start at 12, but receivers I think are at 15. But then like fullbacks are like 44 or something like that. So I don't know. There's a completion. I think that's Schvetz. Yeah, there's Schvetz with it. I haven't seen much of Thompson in this one. Got to get him more involved. Yeah, I don't get how you could be a 15 overall when all your attributes are like 45, 50, 55. Scurvy Dog with a big push, falls forward. Yeah, DBs are usually right around 20 to start. There's Mike Tomlin, fantastic coach. Yeah, it's weighted, I guess, but even still, like, your overall's lower than any of your attributes. That was close to being picked, but it's going to be completed. I think that's Thompson. Is it? It is Thompson. Wearing the wrong number for the moment. Although I think his number might be taken, so he might be stuck with that one. But a huge catch. I just said we haven't seen much of Thompson yet, and there he goes, getting the first down. Squibbs jumps. He got plowed. Benz tried to lower the shoulder, but it didn't quite work out for him. He did it a little too early. The defender was still a yard away, and he tried to drive the shoulders through the thin air. Squibbs jumped to throw that one. Found his buddy Benz, who apparently Squibbs just changed a tire for him today. They send Marco West in motion. Squibbs chucks it into the ground at the feet of a defensive back who's going to shake his finger at him as if he did anything to break that play up. Squibbs takes the snap. He's under some pressure. He's going to chuck it. Squibbs looking like his old self here for a moment. What's up, Squibbs? Why are you yelling my name? You want basketball or hockey tonight? Here's a field goal attempt for the bot kicker, and he makes it 38-10. TBD right now. Not sure. It might just not progress, but that's how we handle other positions, except that one's kind of a bigger one, so I don't know. We'll see. For now, how they'll be handled. Go ask your friends to join and make kickers. Yeah, I don't think either of them's really easier. I think they're both probably about the same length as well. Definitely not doing football tonight. Probably do basketball though. Or something. His name is HJU. Where's Warner? I don't know where Warner is. Whichever's quickest. Hockey would probably be slightly quicker, but I don't know. There's a completion over the middle to Roscoe. I think they'll both be right around the same length. Probably. Hockey would be about 35 minutes. Basketball would probably be about 35 or 40 as well. Yeah, you did have basketball ahead of hockey on your order earlier, so we'll probably do that. There's a chuck out to Matt Green, 4-yard pickup. Plus Hume really wants to see hoops. Parker chucks it up to Roscoe. I guess the Pistons probably have a better chance at winning than the Wings do, eh? Although both are probably close. There's a handoff. Guns bounces off a tackle and it gets brought down after a pickup of a yard. They have been, like, in real life, but they still got Johnny Gaudreau and Patrick Laine and Jack, like, you know, like, there's good players on there, so I think they'll sim well. Parker under center. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Yeah, the Jets probably would have been in it if we had done Green Bay and Milwaukee and stuff in there. Because they would have needed an NHL team. Probably would have been Winnipeg or Ottawa or Toronto. Yeah, not sneaky good if you live here, man. They're like gobbling up on the Jets lately. Starting to get a little annoying, to be honest with you. There's a throw over the middle. Matt Green with the reception. You know, Matt asked, where's Warner been? I think the answer is Green and Roscoe are just getting all the targets. Yeah, the good Jets, you know. Little fake to the fullback, pitch to Guns, and he gets plowed. The one stationed over here, 17 wing. Guns picks up some speed going up the middle. On his 9th carry, 27 yards. Even without the Cowboys playbook, they don't want to run, Matt. To see, oh, royally screwed. Ha 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 ha. Hey Squibs, I got a question for you. How does it feel to have to battle before even getting to make a move? There's a touchdown. Oh, no, it wasn't. I spoke too soon. Matt, what were you doing with your hands? It's a good warm-up. Fair enough, yeah. You get the first taste of action, and then you get to decide what to do after that. But hopefully you do us all a favor and take out one of those roamers. There's your boy Warner. Warner with his first catch of the game for 7 yards down to the 3-yard line. The Cowboys are knocking on the door. That's veteran cornerback Dominic Harper with his 4th tackle of the game. Oh yeah, how do you wish you would have drafted? Parker overthrows Harlow there. Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. Just going off of the game. Yeah, because, like, sometimes things get updated to reflect real life, but a lot of times, you know, bad teams in real life do well in games. Like, probably would have taken Boston over Philly. Yeah. I was surprised Boston lasted so long. I almost took Boston earlier, but I just didn't like the location. If Boston had a better location, they'd be they would have been a much higher pick. Wow, look at that defense completely spread out. So they're just gonna run it up the middle with Guns. Did he get there? No! Wow. The 4th closest guy to the line was like at the back of the end zone. And they're gonna go for it here. Now they're gonna stack the line. Defense gonna go in motion. Hand off to Guns, and he's gonna be stuffed. And the Steelers are gonna take over at their own 3. Yeah, we'll also check the overalls for the game. You know what? Maybe I'll do that on air tonight after this game. There's a handoff to Scurvy Dog. That's brought down after a gain of 1. I'll load up like the current rosters or whatever, and we'll check what the overall for each team is on this, and then we'll switch over to basketball. Yeah, that's what we'll do. If you're listening and have no idea what we're talking about, then I apologize. Squibs takes the shotgun snap in his own end zone. He's going to chuck it. He's got 89. That's Banana Hammock? No, that's Thompson. My bad. Banana Hammock's 93, I think. Thompson with the reception. And I missed what that was. Is that a Wildcat? Yeah, Scurvy Dog, the direct snap Wildcat does not work. Laser, yeah, could be anything. Steelers are going to have to punt from their own end zone. Up by 28 points here with under 4 minutes to play. I think Philly's still going to be a good pick, though. That'll be a tough out, I think. Parker takes the snap. Over the middle, he's got Roscoe, who gains a first down. Now they're down inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. Roscoe's just getting all kinds of catches here. Bolton with that, his first tackle in the game. Roscoe gets brought down again. How many catches is that for Roscoe here? 10 catches now for Roscoe. Yeah, one of those bad teams that play better than they should, like the Jags every Madden game. I remember for like years, I'd start like a Madden franchise, and the first season the Jags would always be in the Super Bowl. It's like, how'd that even... I don't know what happened. And then in real life that season they'd go like 2-14. 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh Steelers up 38-10 in Dallas against the Cowboys here. Reminder, if you're watching, these offenses are using a very basic conceptual playbook, nothing too elaborate in here. And the defenses are using base playbooks as well. There's a pass to the end zone that doesn't get completed. Yeah, Blake Bortles was like always MVP or whatever. First year of the Madden franchises back then, but then they'd win like 2 or 3 games in the regular season in real life, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? There's a handoff to Guns. He needs it. He gets it on 4th and 2. The effort, Tommy Guns keeps the drive alive. I'd say keeps the hopes alive, but they're going to need a lot more than that if they want to get back into this game. Who defended that? The pass in the end zone was Harper. But this one looks like Rubble was the one who got bumped over. Yeah, Philly, the Philadelphia Union in MLS were in the Cup final last season, Squibs, so that was a good pick for sure. There's a shot for the end zone. It's a touchdown, Dallas. Matt Green, he's going to smash a guitar. And the extra point is added on. Yeah, I think against maybe Red Bull. I know the Union lost, and it was right around the same time as the MLB World Series, which Philly won, I think. And the Eagles were undefeated at that time, and the Flyers were looking like there was hype around the Flyers going into the season, so Philadelphia fans were unbearable. Oh yeah, Astros won, never mind. Did the Union win that? Or did Philly go 0 for 2 in championships that week? The onside kick fails. Scurvy Dog on the Hens team going to bring that one. Yeah, the Texas option was just a Dallas option. You didn't take Jersey over York, you took New York. $38-17. I don't think the Eagles lost that week. I think it was a few weeks later that they lost. Just running the clock down. This will be the last snap. I have no idea why they're not just taking knees. I guess it's the number of timeouts that Dallas has is why they're not taking the knee. But Tatiana Schvetz gets the last carry of the game. Picks up, according to the in-house announcer, 7 yards. According to the scoreboard, 8 yards. Go to New York and say that. In fairness, if they saw how we split up those teams, they'd also cry as well. GG's all around. Schvetz talking to Parker. Teammates and goals. They still kill us. My pleasure, Ali. We'll show some stats here. If anyone... Oh man, Squibs, 144.3. Look at you go. Look at you go. Look at all these players with rushing attempts. My goodness. Guns had 13 carries. Dog had just 9. Schvetz had 3. Roscoe had 2. And then Green, Benz, Joe Smith, and Haxel Carter all with carries. Carter and Schvetz the only rushing touchdowns. He must have been playing fullback, Squibs, because we don't have a fullback anymore. But there was some in this base vanilla playbook. There were some fullback plays, so he must have just been playing fullback. Oops. Bolzic is the bottom player on that list. Oops. Joe Rebel. Yeah, there were some good plays in this playbook that we might want to take a look at as well in adding to our actual playbook. We don't normally look at teams together because it's a pain in the butt when you're doing stats, but since we're not doing stats for the preseason games, we look at them together. So why the heck not? Save a little bit of time on the stream. Joe Cowboy, Joe Steeler, and Joe Cowboy. And the kickers and the punters. Axel Carter with 3 kick returns. Matt Green with 7. Scurvy Dog with the 1 on the offside attempt. Axel Carter with 2 punt returns. Matt Green with 1. Scurvy with 0, but he's there because of the kick return. Team stats, 38-17. Final. I like the ones that scored touchdowns. Yeah, the touchdowns I think were both the same play, to be honest with you. Or not both, we scored more than 2, but the We had 2 wide receivers on rushing touchdowns. We only had the ball for 16 minutes and 47 seconds. We led the league in time of possession for a long time last season, and we were ass. So maybe the trick is just score fast. All right, folks. I'm going to be on stream for just a few more minutes, checking out some overalls and things of actual teams. But if you would like to see the rest of the stream schedule for the rest of the week for what I'm doing, in a little bit tonight, we're going to flip over to my Anya Scola channel and stream some pro team games just for shits for another thing we're doing, which we can explain later if you want as well. We've got some goals play preseason games tomorrow. I can't talk today. Goals preseason games tomorrow over on the Goals official channel. 4 minor league teams, 2 pro games, and then the preseason wraps up on Friday. On Friday will be the last 6 pro games of the preseason. How do I find... Where did I put it? There it is. Alright. Okay, let's do this. Good night, Mr. Ali. Alright, so we're going to start alphabetically here at the top. So the Bears. Just getting team ratings for the real life teams here for another exercise we're working on. 86 for the Bengals. Bills at 89. Broncos, are they in this? They are, right? Yeah, Denver 77. The Browns are not. The Bucks at 84. Yeah, so that list I was using before is outdated for sure. Cardinals at 76. Chargers. Chiefs. There you go, Mr. Hume. Your beloved Missouri is going to get some love in the next update here. Cowboys at 87. Damn. Dolphins at 85. Eagles at 92. There you go. See, Squibs, your pick's looking better now. The real life players that are backups, Shad, we just we put their attributes down to what our players start at. So they're just like super base level. These overalls that we're looking at here are the real teams, though. None of these I loaded up the official roster, so none of the Pxf players are in this overalls. Kill them, Cisco's. Yeah, basically we release a bunch of players to reduce our workload. We release anyone we don't need, basically get the rosters down to the minimum, and then we edit the rest down. And because Madden has a cap on custom players, we can't actually use custom players for everybody. So everybody's just edited real life players. So we just change what they look like and change their attributes. The only players that are actual custom players are the kickers, punters, and quarterbacks. Because you can't change handedness of a real player, and it's a pain in the ass to find left-handed players. So we we edit those ones, or we create those ones, but the rest of the players are real-life players. All quarterbacks, kickers, and punters are customs, though, just so they're all on the same playing field. And Minnesota at 85, and that's the last team in our exercise here to look at. Your Special K. Alright, so that's going to do it for this stream here. If you want to hang out some more, we can head over to my Ania Scola channel in a little bit. And like I said, I'll be streaming some goals action tomorrow and the day after.